There comes a time when you want to experience magic, leave your life's problems behind, and get some spiritual awakening. 70 Royal Enfield bikers decided it was time to do that, and they chose the best way to experience the spectacle called Ladakh on a motorbike. Like every year, on a humid summer morning, the Royal Enfield Himalayan Odyssey is getting ready to be kicked off from New Delhi. The bikers have come from all over the country, the unifying passion being their love for their motorbikes as much as their enthusiasm for long rides. The challenge ahead is tough, but this is what they are here for.
Difficulties are meant to be faced, right? I'm not going to be the last person riding on Leh Ladakh, and I'm not the first person to ride, so people have made it, I'll also made it.
A lot of people think the company doesn't exist. They think the only Royal Enfields available are second-hand Royal Enfields. So I think as people do rides like these, they understand what it means to ride a Bullet, ride a Royal Enfield, how it appeals to your senses, how it enchants you, how it spellbinds you.
The bikers leave for Leh. The next 2 weeks they'll be on the road on the ride of their lives. They take 5 days to reach Leh, which is where we catch them as they get ready to ascend Khardungla, the highest point anywhere in the world where vehicles can go. The 40-kilometer ride from Leh starts early. The well-maintained roads by the army make the ride faster. The dream that these riders have seen for such a long time will soon be a reality. The tough terrain does not act as a deterrent, but as a motivator. And after a couple of hours through some mud, slush and water, the Odyssey reaches the height of 18,380 feet.
So this is it. This is what every biker dreams of, being at the highest motorable load in the world. These Royal Enfield bikers over the last 1 week have gone through a lot of pains and troubles in reaching here. And now that they're finally here, all of them are relishing their moment and enjoying being here.
Everything is highest here, including the spirits of these riders.
We've been wanting for this for last 7 days. Yeah, this is the destination, the exclamation mark.
Damn good. No comparison, I can say. No comparison.
Standing on Khardungla, highest motorable road, snowing, awesome experience. There cannot be a better feeling for any good rider around.
Been through everything to get here, and when you get here, this trophy is worth keeping. And I'm going to keep my memories once I leave here.
All the trials, tribulations, water crossings, this is just worth it. When you reach here, you just feel like it. You achieve something.
I've dreamt of doing this since the time I've started riding a bike. And now that I'm here, I feel the top of the world.
The only way you get here is in a two-wheeler.
Then you really get the feeling of achievement.
You cannot get here in a tin box, man. You hit your head, you hit your knees. Don't get here on a tin box, get here on your Bullet.
There's a unanimous view that if you come here, you have to come on two wheels, even for those who are amused to see these adventure freaks.
Even looking at them, I thought that we should also sometime come, but I don't think this is our right age to come here. So maybe we'll not get this type of experience.
Lot of spirit, man. Lot of spirit. It takes a lot of guts lot of courage to do this.
You have to be a little crazy in life, right? What's life being completely sane? I think what they're doing is excellent. I'd love to have done it.
There are a lot of visitors here from all over the world. For some, this rising number is a worrying factor.
Well, most people who come to Khardungla come till here, take their customary pictures of being at the highest motorable load in the world, and then they go back. But we are actually doing a step further, crossing the pass, going on the other side into the beautiful Nubra Valley and explore that place. So let's see how it goes.
Khardungla is also the gateway to the highest battlefield in the world, the Siachen Glacier. Therefore, even after being the highest motorable road, it is kept open throughout the year. The gradual descent from the top of the pass leads to North Kullu, after which is a long scenic ride along the Nubra River, which gets its water from the Siachen Glacier. The entourage moves towards the village of Hundair, the last village where the civilians are allowed. But before bikers reach their destination, they stop at this blink and miss fuel pump in the village of Diskit.
I'm gonna tell you how it works, baby.
Well, this is what happens when a lot of bullets land up in one petrol pump at the same time, that too in the middle of nowhere, and that too when the fuel pump is manually operated. It's just taking too much time, but this is something that I haven't seen before, and this is actually too much fun.
Perhaps the concept of do-it-yourself at fuel pumps originated here in Nubra. The Valley of Flowers, that's what Nubra means in local language, is widely known for two things: the cold desert sand dunes and the double-hump Bactrian camels.
Well, with camels and sand dunes for company, you almost get the feeling that you're riding in Rajasthan and not in the Nubra Valley. But this is a magical land. I mean, just look at this. Look behind me. You can see 4 different landscapes in one frame. You can see the sand dunes, you can see the barren mountain, as well as snow on top of the mountain. And you can also see a lot of greenery behind me. I bet if you can see a view like that anywhere else in the world.
Indeed, Nubra is very unique when it comes to its landscapes and very different from the rest of the Ladakh the bikers have seen till now.
I think I really liked the Nubra Valley. I think the transition from Khardungla going into the barren hills and then landing into the greenery that the valley offers is simply exceptional. The transition while you're riding and the difference that you see is something which is breathtaking.
The ride to Nubra Valley offers the riders to cross Khardungla twice, as they have to get back to Leh to go anywhere in the world. And while some don't like the idea, others cherish at the thought of using their riding skills and cameras a bit more. The easy ride back to Leh gives the riders some time to look back at the last 1 week spent in wilderness.
For all of us, the fact that we made it up to here is going to stay on for life. I think this would be a part of everyone's bucket list.
Initially, I was getting uncomfortable, and I won't hesitate to say that I was feeling very dizzy. I was breathless till yesterday, but I'm getting used to it, and I think that I look fresh now, and I think that I'm feeling fresh.
It is one of those holidays where you paid to get your butt kicked. You paid to get tortured, but you enjoy that kind of thing.
Even though they've been on the top of the world, a lot more is left on the Himalayan Odyssey. The bikers say goodbye to Leh, the capital of Ladakh, and hit the highway to Manali. As they leave Leh, telltale signs of what happened here last year when a sudden cloudburst resulted in flash floods that led to huge loss of lives.
Well, even after 1 whole year to that tragic day, the rebuilding process is still on here in Choglamsar. Well, all we can hope and pray for is that a beautiful place like this doesn't get to see a day like that ever again.
The Himalayan Odyssey is on its return leg from Ladakh to Delhi. The riders are a lot more comfortable now and are taking on the tough terrain on the way head-on. Soon they begin yet another ascent, this time to Tanglanga, their second highest motorable road in the world. The snow and slush on the way is now a cakewalk. And even after they reach at the top, all the worries about high altitudes and cold weather are laid to rest. Pictures are more important. But the next stop on the ride promises the best picture of the trip.
So as you can see behind me, there's absolutely no shortage of parking space here at Muri Plains, 15,000 feet above sea level. And this, I think, is the everlasting image of the Royal Enfield Himalayan Odyssey every single year. Every single rider who's here has dreamt of being here on his bike, and this image is capturing a moment of a lifetime for them.
For some, Moray Plains are the most fascinating part of the journey. The challenge they throw at the bikers is unmatched, and the thick sand crossings are a big test of their grit and determination.
I've never felt so lonely in my life. No roads, didn't know where to go, really fine sand, something I had never ridden in before. So I got stuck once and hated it.
I think one image that I will remember always is the ride through Moreplains. I think that one, it's a wonder, that place. You're riding, and it often reminded me of Laksh, the movie, the first scene in the movie. It is just awesome.
The Moreplains was again different. It was a completely different terrain. It was just sand, gravel, pebbles, that's about it.
And before they call it a day, there's another surprise waiting for these giant killers.
Well, just off the Leh-Manali highway, we have reached our destination for the day, Sokar or the White Lake. It's been a long, hard and tough ride throughout the day, but you reach here and you forget all of that. This is such a beautiful place, you feel completely refreshed and forget all the hardships you went through over the day.
A few kilometers off the Moreplains lies this beautiful creation of God. The Sokar leaves the riders spellbound by its beauty as they can't get enough of using their cameras.
I would say for last 7-8 days, 10 days, whatever we have spent in this Ladakh region, this is the best place I've seen. I couldn't imagine a saltwater lake in the middle of a hilly area.
The riders retire to their camp on the banks of the lake.
Cold chill flowing through your feet, and you're standing there waiting for somebody to come and help you out of that place. I thought with the momentum, I should be able to get out of it. That's what I thought, that's what the plan was. It failed.